by Bank Plus. They've been warring since black and white TVs in the little 8 days, and tonight was no different. A shocking finish you gotta see to believe between Warren Central and Clinton and River City. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Could Brandon prove legit on the road versus the defending 6A champs Oak Grove? And it's our Sonic Game of the Week, MRA and JA. Did the beat go on for the Raiders in the Brickyard, or did the Patriots notch a signature win?
Friday night just got serious! Coast is gone in the Blitz!
Live from the 16 WAPT studio, it's Friday night. And this is Blitz 16.
Alongside Ray Coleman, I am Aslan Hodges, and Herbert Davis was given one edict when hired by MRA. Beat the elites.
Yes, sir. The Patriots failed short against Jackson Prep, that is, but now they are at full strength, so could they topple Jackson Academy? Mike Perchik joins us from the Brickyard with our Sonic Game of the Week.
One of the state's longest home winning streaks on the line tonight as the Raiders defend their home turf against the MRA Patriots. Will the Patriots crash the private school upper echelon, or the Raiders hold turf at the Brickyard?
Opening kickoff, you know, there's only two reasons we're showing this, either a fumble or a touchdown. And if you guess the former, pat yourself on the back. Hunter Horton with the recovery. Pat's ball. 2 minutes later, MRA converts as Clint Moses parts the line and leads the Pats to the promised land for points. 7-0 MRA. Still first quarter, MRA ball backed up deep in their own territory, and they cough it up. JA's Chandler Sessoms providing the Ludens, recovering the ball at the Patriot 1-yard line for the Raiders. Next play, Academy knots it up thanks to a Luke Ross score. MRA responds. It's the quarterback, Hayden Davis, using his legs from 3 yards out to put the Pats back up. Second quarter, it's Davis. Get off me. Looking like a mini Dak Prescott. Next play, Carter Bounds, mini Jamie on Lewis, taking the Swiffer jet sweep from 9 yards out, 21-7 MRA. And again, it's Davis, this time with his arm, firing a silver bullet to Bounds, who picks up a lot of yak as he heads straight to the limo. 28-7 MRA at half. Second half, Raiders showing life. Nick Conley finding a crease and hailing a cab 40 yards into the Patriot red zone. A few plays later, Wyatt Powell takes it from 8 yards out, 28-14 MRA up. Fourth quarter, MRA going back to the Swiffer jet sweep. It's Bounds again from 8 yards out, getting the corner and finding the end zone. 35-14 Pats, but the Raiders would fight back. First, it's Conley with a perfect pass from 30 yards out to Gregory Stewart to cut it to 35-21 with 6 minutes left. Under 2 minutes left, Conley with the screen pass to Powell, who finds room to work. Straight to the limo, 75 yards, and JA cuts the deficit to 7. But on the ensuing onside kick, it doesn't go 10 yards, so MRA would take over, and they turn the Brickyard into the graveyard for JA's home winning streak. Final score, MRA 35, JA 28.
We're always the third fiddle around here, as we call it, and that's what we came here to do tonight, was beat them, and now we set our own destiny.
Big time, big time, big time.
But listen, come on, man. Coach Herbert Davis has seen it all. He and his son, Hayden Davis, are those guys you just saw being interviewed. And I called this one. I didn't call the score, but I called the correct team. MRA defeats JA for the first time since 2009. 35-28 is your final. That snaps a 42-game win streak at the Brickyard for the Raiders. War action. Both Terry and Forest Hill still trying to stay alive in that playoff hunt, with both teams sitting at 1-3 in Region 3-6A. A loss for either squad could all but end those postseason hopes. So, defensive struggle in the first half. We'll pick it up third quarter. Terry leading 6-0. Bulldogs going with a little trickeration. Maybe you can't see it all the way, but trust me when I tell you, this is a hook and ladder that ends up in the hands of Donovan Lewis. And Donovan will go in for the touchdown, untouched. Two-point conversion is good, so Terry leads 14-0. Forest Hill still with a sense of urgency now after a slew of runs from Jamarcus Thompson and Nigel Neal. It's Tavis Smith on the quarterback keeper for 6. Their two-point conversion good as well. Patriots trail 14-8. But late in that fourth quarter, Terry putting it away. Excuse me. Short yardage touchdown by Donovan Lewis. Game, set, match. Terry gets his 4th win of the year. 21-8 is your final. Jim Hill, Provine, all about the rivalries. And you know what it is. She's your queen to be. Homecoming, like I said before, and as you can see, that one getting a little out of hand. But a party's still going on. Even if you're trailing big, you still have a good time. Always a good time on Ellis Avenue. I should have been there, man. But hey, missed that party, and believe it or not, a football game broke out. Special teams making the highlight. A bad snap on the punt by Jim Hill ends with Chris, last name August, making plays in the month of October. Special teams touchdown extends the hefty lead, and Provine's going to improve to 6-3 on the year. That final score is 50-8.
Ready to be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! Brandon taking on the champs down at Elk Grove. Warriors coming out strong. MSU commit Cameron Myers under heavy duress. Chucks it off his back foot into single coverage. Jordan Duncan bails his guy out. Oak Grove punches it in. They go up 7-0. Gardner Minshew scoffs at such feeble attempts. Pro's pro. Low snap, perfectly placed to Titus Ivory. I think that was a touchdown, but it got called back, I think. We didn't shoot this. It just got sent to us, so we just run whatever we see. But doesn't matter. Minshew gets everything going perfectly right. Finds Fletcher Adams back of the end zone off play action. Dogs gonna walk. Brandon wins our 8th straight, 39-31, knocking down the defending champs, rather. That game was good. When we come back in 125 ticks, we're going to show you a fantastic instant classic. The finish, we were there for it. You'll see it next right here on Blitz 16. He's Ray Coleman. I'm Aslan Hodges. This is Blitz 16. And if defense wins championships, Ray, well, check and check. The resurgency of both Clinton and Warren Central built on the back of ball-hawking defense, but special teams, the deciding factor. And I'm not going to sing it, but this is awesome. Check it out. Warren Central, they announced their homecoming queen. Beauty, man. Skin deep, folks.
Nice.
Let's go to the 4th quarter. Arrows up 7-0, and they wanted to make Cam Akers throw the ball. Careful what you wish for. Great grab in the corner by Barrett Barham. Arrows trot out the specialist. PAT is good. We never showed point after attempts, Ray.
Right.
Foreshadowing. 14-0, Clinton's up. But here comes the home team. The Vikings with the vengeance of Thor's axe. They need mojo. So Alex Stevens finds miraculous powers. Shazam! Clinton leads 14-7. Let's go to the end of this one. Less than a minute to go. Warren Central is driving. They're down by 7. Alex Stevens, tunnel screen to Chris Stamps. Postage paid in full. 6 points. 13-yard touchdown. 14-13 Clinton. Let's go to overtime. This got to go to overtime. Kick that. Heartbreaker, folks, this time for Warren Central. They missed the PAT. Clinton wins 14-13, and the Arrows have a very happy drive home. Right, Coach?
Yeah, at the end of it, I think we called a timeout for the extra point, and they came to the huddle last line and said, "Coach, I got this. Don't worry about it. Let me do it this way." And we're like, "Hey, go for it, baby." No, I couldn't be more proud of the whole team.
Yeah, here's another beauty for you. So pretty. In fact, it's our Madison Healthplex Performance Center precision highlight of the night. Northwest Rankin hosting Greenville. First quarter, Murphy Beasley at quarterback. He threw a touchdown to Graylin Jones, rather. 7-0 Northwest. A fumble on the jet sweep. That is scooped up by Cannon Gibbs. Oh, and the smoke clears. Nobody can scoop like Cannon Gibbs. Nobody. Northwest keeps things rolling on this one. This drive, Beasley doesn't miss a single step, replacing an injured Braden Smith. That's about 4 yards, but 41 yards of it finished off by DeMarco Watson. 14-0 Northwest. Cougar defense stands tall. They force a punt. This is Carson Banks. He just got called up from the junior varsity. The freshman takes it 38 yards in the town car, not quite to the limo. Cougs punch it and make it 21-0. Second quarter, more Beasley. Look at that, right over the coverage into the hands of Justin Nelson. To get the most out of your young athlete, sign up at healthplexperformance.com. Northwest Rankin wins this one in a final of 42-18. And here now, though, folks, check it out. A look at the standings in 6A's Region 2. Remember, the top 4 make it to the playoffs. Madison, stunning upset loss to Columbus, 14-7. However, don't believe everything you read on Twitter. Their playoff hopes, Madison Central is still alive. They got 2 more games. They'll play Northwest Rankin eventually next week, which will be our game of the week. If Madison beats Northwest, wins out, gets some help, they'll be in the playoffs. Ray.
Thank you, sir. Let's keep highlights going. Pearl, Vicksburg. We'll pick it up second quarter. Vicksburg's Pickett Marquez drops back and finds Karemi Ward. Bubba Karemi, excuse me, shakes and bakes the tackle, and he is gone. 90 yards down the sideline for the touchdown. That will tie the game up at 13. Later, Pearl driving. Not giving up the ship, and you give it to guess who? The workhorse himself, Jordan Wright, takes it up the middle for a gain of 20 yards. And a couple of plays later, Ladarius Carpenter will find, guess who? Jordan Wright. Yeah, the kid.
They go to criticize him. Listen, everybody knows he's going to get the ball.
And you still can't stop him. Yeah. But guess what? On this play, we got play action, and we find Jonquarius Patterson for the touchdown. 2013 Pearl. Vicksburg looking to answer back Pickett Marquez, but Pickett is picked off by Pearl's Cameron Spann, and he will take it all the way back for a pick 6. And hey, in the end, the Pearl Pirates win 51-13. 7-3, man.
Good, man.
Homecoming in Newfield. Callaway taking on Camden. One of these ladies is, go ahead.
She's your queen to be.
Kid's getting good. He's getting good, folks. First quarter, Callaway up 7-0. Canton joining the party. This is one of my new favorite players right here, folks. Quarterback Trey Jackson around the right side.
Great human being.
2-point conversion, no good. Tiger Trail 7-6. Trey, keep doing your thing, brother. All right, Charger strike on the ground. Jafari McKinley may not be the biggest guy in the world, but he's a beast. Tells all the Tigers, join me in the end zone for hors d'oeuvres and touchdowns. 14-6 Seaway. Push ahead to the second. Defense making the highlight. Coach Austin trying to show off his vertical. There is none. But Deshaun Goodman is going to help him out there. Stripping the receiver.
Give me that.
And Goodman, that kid is good. And he gone. That's a strip fumble for a touchdown. Go, Chargers, go. Callaway gets the win on homecoming. 49-32, your final.
North Jacktown, Lanier hosting Germantown. Mavericks are going to start another win streak. And hey, Mom, Dad, here's your Peyton Johnson scrapbook. Thank me later. The Germantown quarterback pulls back, zips it to Reed Swiss Army Kelly from 16 yards out, 7-0 Ponies. We call him Swiss Army because Reed Kelly does everything.
He does.
He plays defense. 7-0 Germantown, adding to it this time. Josh McCollum gets a touchdown from a 1. Peyton Johnson, 14-0 Germantown. The band played on, and here's some balance. They like the beat. This is some big boy blocking assignments, running the ball hard. Sophomore runner Nick Patterson, 33 yards en route to another touchdown. And then Jalen Smith, he's kind of an under-the-radar prospect, which is good. That means he can speed 57 yards straight to the limo. Germantown wins 41-12.
More action from across the SIP coming up, but first, some more Friday night finals from across the Magnolia State.
Buffer? No, it's Michael Perchick. That is Jabril Heyman. He is your Bank Plus Blitz 16 Player of the Week. He got his award at Ridgeland High School this morning. The senior running back went for 133 rushing yards, including the game winner in overtime last week against Callaway, 33-27. However, they lost tonight against Neshoba Central. But we're always winning over here, Ray, because we have a special visitor as always. Marcus Hunter, man. You went down Highway 49. How were things?
Hey, gentlemen, I appreciate it. You know, things were well down Highway 49. First stop in Florence, where the Eagles were looking to stay undefeated this season as they welcomed in Port Gibson for a matchup of 2 very explosive quarterbacks in this game. Check it out, Blue Wave, winless coming into the game. Not much would change on this night. Florence would strike first, quarterback Isaiah Patrick, and this is a designed quarterback keeper, and this kid is gone, and he can make a lot of people miss. Does this on this play. 50 yards later into the end zone for the touchdown, 7-0. Florence up early. Port Gibson would respond with their quarterback of their own, showing off his legs as well. No one to throw to, so he takes off, and he's like anything nothing you can do, I can do better. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Extra point would be blocked. 7-6 ball game after that. Later on for the Eagles, Patrick this time through the air. The screen pass to Carlton Carr, and the Carr could drive a bus through that hole for the end zone. Touchdown 14-6 after that. Second quarter, the hits keep coming for Patrick. This time, a short 5-yard touchdown run. He likes to get into the end zone, and he would do it again in this game, but not before Port Gibson would get back into the end zone. Their quarterback again. This time, he's going to hit his wide receiver across the middle, and he's going to make this catch, and he is gone to his way to the end zone for the touchdown. That time, 2-point conversion, no good, 21-12 after that. And remember I was talking about Patrick? Well, this kid is really good. Check him out right here. Makes a lot of people miss in the backfield. Hits the corner, doesn't go out of bounds, turns on the Jets, and he is gone. Another touchdown run. Yeah, Florence goes on to win this game. Huge final score, 57-24. They're now 9-1 on of the season. Moving on, let's head up to Richland where they were playing McGee out of Simpson County. The cheerleaders, they're tossing things into the stands, and a lot of folks were able to get some of those night treats, but it was no treat in this one for Richland as McGee would have a 35-0 halftime lead. Second half would be more of the same. That's Tyreek McAfee, the quarterback on the keeper, 20 yards after that, and then the Trojans would finish that off with a nice touchdown run by Samaj Walker for 6 yards into the end zone. 6 points after that, and McGee would go on to win this game by the final score of 42-0, and they improved to 8-2 on the season. Gentlemen, thanks for letting me join you. Back over to you guys.
Marcus just goes and grabs highlights, man. That's what he does. VIP slate coming up, but you're on the list. Prep battling for a top seed. Tri-County, big-time history set in Florida tonight. Highlights of both of those games coming up right after this.
Hello, this is the real Trojan man from McGee, Mississippi. You are watching Blitz 16.
Eastbound and up, the always sharp-dressed Jake Mangum RBI. Get it? Magnum PI?
Yep.
Mangum RBI.
Got it.
Prep up 21-0 as we start the third quarter against Presbyterian Christian. But check out this throw and catch. Luke Hudson and John Blakeney. We can roll that one back. That's a one-handed 48-yard touchdown. It's 21-7 Prep. Bobcats try and go deep on their next possession, but Graham Eklund hawking it down. So it's Jackson Prep's football. From there, it was simply a clinic. Handoff goes to Ian McGraw, the Bank Plus Blitz 16 Player of the Week alum, 17 carries, 84 yards. Tough running right here from McGraw. Then on 2nd and 25, Gene Wood just reading, surveying, laser throw to Jacob Crawley, 24-yard gain. Patriots finish that drive off with a Rivers McGraw touchdown. He's the cousin. Prep firms up their division lead, 42-14 in the win.
Let's ride out to Florida tonight. Giving you the goods, Tri-County Academy versus Manchester Academy. And we go straight to the second quarter. Hayes Shepherd would advance those Rebels up the field like so. Go ahead and move those sticks. And that, of course, would lead to these. Touchdown from Jake Jones. Rebs get on the board first. And we have to mention, not pitcher, Ryan Cawthon, RC Cool Cat, their senior running back. Sure you've heard of him. Well, he went over 6,000 rushing yards in his career at Tri-County Academy. Only he and New England Patriots running back Stephen Ridley of Natchez have rushed for that many yards in the MAIS. In other words, Ryan Cawthon, he good, and he is the man. Meanwhile, Tri-County Academy improves to 6-4 on the year. They get that win at home, 28-14.
All right, folks, we'll be right back with the high five plays. The best 5 plays. Don't miss it. Come back. We'll be here. We're not going anywhere.
Time for your high-five plays. Number 5 on our list comes from the Sonic game of the week. Jackson Academy's Nick Conley to Wyatt Powell on the screen pass. 75-yard touchdown for the running back, but MRA gets the bragging rights, 35-28.
Number 4 on our list, second quarter action from the Vicksburg Pearl game. Look at this interception. Was it an interception? No, it was really good stuff there by Vicksburg. Jucking and jiving, picking Marquez to Butler Kareem, 90-yard touchdown.
Number 3 on our list comes from Ken, taking on Callaway. To Jarian Peel, gets the reception, but Deshaun Goodman strips the receiver, and that Goodman kid is gone. Strip, fumble, touchdown. Chargers win 49-32.
Number 2, PCS versus Prep. Not Prep on this one. They get the win, but this is Luke Hudson to John Blakeney. One-handed snag. That was pretty.
That was pretty. But this, the number 1 play of the night, the Dr. Pepper moment, is Isaiah Patrick of Florence. Last week's Blitz 16 player of the week. So good, he had 2 top plays in one. I just enjoy watching the kid play, I'll be honest with you. Definitely one of the most explosive players in the Metro. Florence beats Port Gibson 57-24.
To wrap on week 10, he's Ray Coleman. I'm Aslan Hodges. Have a great night. They'll be here tomorrow.